And we're going to do some calculations on some financials about this, all right? So Yung Bleu, in this post right here, if you don't know, let me make it a little bit smaller. Yung Bleu said he bought a jet. This is him signing. Here we go.
And what we should do is you should take a picture also of this, so you know, with your camera.
Yeah. I will.
And then this because I signed this because I'm the seller.
Okay.
So this means I sold.
Okay, a lot of people point out right here that why isn't this guy an attorney? I'm gonna break down some money in a second, but for example, when I bought my house, I hired an attorney. Usually, even if you're doing direct, you're doing it without a real estate agent, and you might just have someone brokering the deal, you're still gonna need an attorney just for those closing situations where you're transferring ownership and also liabilities to another person. What's happening here, it looks like this guy is a seller, Yung Bleu is the buyer. Now, I want to read quickly the caption. He says, yo, nobody know where life could take you. It took me 10 hard years to get here. Where can I start? I used to daydream all day. When I lived with my mom, I used to tell people every day I'm going to be successful. Some people believed, some people didn't. I just kept going. My road to success, I fell off, but about 4 or 5 times. Lost a lot of loved ones, give away a lot of money, blow a lot too, but I don't regret it. I helped a lot of people, and at the same time, never hated on nobody. I never said I deserved another man's success. Always played my role, stayed humble beast, blah, blah, blah. I'm proud of myself. You're a fucking beast. To not even owning a car to owning a plane. I could afford to buy Corbina diapers, now owning my own private jet from Alabama. Man, I broke barriers. I'm ready to go to my state when I was young in the game, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna break down some prices on this, and I'm gonna leave it to y'all for y'all to make some decisions about it. So this is the plane he's buying. This is him in the cellar. If you go over it, this is a plane. By the way, just off this picture alone, if you don't know, one of the things I'm really into, I watch a lot of plane videos from pilots. Salute to Mentor Pilot, like he breaks down a lot of like emergency situations. But I'm into planes, so this was pretty and rather easy for me to kind of like tell and figure out what type of plane this was. But I thought I'm gonna tell you why I thought it was interesting, because most of these rappers, and I broke down how they end up paying for private flights. Usually a label comes out of their budget. I gave you out real prices. If you're flying from, coastal, or if you're flying from like New York to Miami, or even like Cleveland to like Texas, something like that. I gave out a roundabout prices. Now, the next question becomes, why don't people buy planes, right? So we're going to put some money out on the table. And again, I haven't spoke to Blue about actual financials. I'm pretty sure he'll hit me up after this. But, I wanted to be unbiased when I brought it to the public. And I want you guys to, because here's the thing. First of all, Blue doesn't strike me as a capper at all. But I always like to fact check shit to see if niggas is capping, okay? So, this is what it is to own a private jet, right? Especially the jet he has. Now, the jet that he has, is, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a, what jet was it? Let me look at it. Okay, and you're going to see it right here. By the way, chat, I'm the best pocket watcher in the world. Y'all gotta be honest, right? So this jet that he has, notice, and by the way, I'm gonna show you, I'm giving you proof of everything. You can see right here. Okay. Notice this emergency door right here. It has a engine right here, and it also has this thing right here too. I think is it singular? Is it double or triple engine? It looks like a triple engine almost, just off of this. Anyway. Little Peter tube or whatever it's called. Plain people would know that. I was interested to know how much it costs. I'm a pocket watcher. Sorry, I don't apologize. I get to find out this is a Dassault. It's a Dassault Falcon 50 plane. Okay? We're gonna pull up the image of it, and when we pull up the image of it, you're gonna notice. kind of the same thing. This is how the plane looks. Different angle right here, okay? This is how the plane looks. So this is the plane he said he bought, okay? It's easy to figure out, whatever, okay? All right. Let's not look at anything that crashed. Okay, cool. The Dassault Falcon 50, that's allegedly his plane. That's from everything I've seen visually. He didn't show too much, but I seen it. Said that's a Dassault Falcon 50, right? We're going to look up the price of that. The Dassault Falcon 50 price. Google is pretty good. Asking price low, this would be a shitty plane. It would be $785. Average sale price is 1.2. Sale price high is 2.5. From what I'm hearing, it would be on average that you would spend like $1.8 million on this plane. This is what I'm telling you. I've spoken to people who are in aviation. They said if you were going to buy this plane today in current market, 1.8, maybe if you're spending a lot, 2.1. And by the way, if you're doing that, it's going to have a really nice interior. By the way, I think he showed the interior as well. Did he? Okay, so you see the interior right here. Cool. So I'm saying he probably spent 1.8 to 2.1, right? By the way, rappers buy cars all the time. They buy houses. Is 1.8 million or 2.1 million, is that, let's just say 2 million. Is $2 million a lot of fucking money, right, for a rapper? Well, if you're really getting it, and do I think Bleu is getting it? Blue's getting it. He's independent, got a couple big songs. He got a great catalog. You know, probably signed a bunch of publishing deals. $2 million, okay? Now, granted, and by the way, I see some people saying the plane he bought is not brand new. This is a current market, not for a new plane. The plane costs $3 million. Just let you know. So a new, let me see, new, like the new one's gonna cost $3 million. Yeah. Or shit, maybe I'm fucking off. What the fuck is that? 50 million right here. Look, the Dassault Falcon 50 million. Ugh, I thought it was like 4 or 5 actually. I might be tweaking. The Dassault Falcon 50. Oh, end model year. Yeah, the end model year is stopped in 1996, so it's gonna be old already. So really, there's no new ones there. Look, okay, here we go. Asking price minimum 2.5 million. Ask price max 4.2. So that's bumping it up. So let's say 2.5 million. I think a rapper could afford $2.5 million. If you're flying all the time on private, 2.5 million you can afford, right? Okay, this is where the real conversation about this plane goes. Financial. These are fixed costs. Now, it says this is based on a 30 hours a year. Now, no, 30 hours, not 300 hours. Let's start doing some math. So if I fly from New Jersey to Miami, that's 3 hours, right? Now, granted, we're going to just think about a rapper's schedule. You might be in New York, you go to Miami, go to Atlanta, go to Tennessee, go to Idaho, go to Ohio, go to Wisconsin, go to Utah, go to Nevada, go to LA, go to San Antonio, go so and so and so and so and so. Basically, why did I say all that? It takes 3 hours for me to get from New York or New Jersey to Miami. In a year, is it reasonable to think that a person who owns a private plane, who's a rapper, if they're using it, would spend 300 hours a year? Me going to Miami one way is 3 hours. 2 ways, 6 hours. Might be reasonable. So I think this plane that Yung Bleu got is going to be used between 200 to 300 hours a year, okay? Now, this is the cost that comes with it, and this is usually the big thing. So apparently, he's not buying the plane only; it's also the cost. So, for example, the crew they're saying is $456,000. By the way, this includes the pilot, and I have another site actually that breaks it down even further. Sorry, chat. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you why the crew is costing this much a year. Remember, it's to fly for 300 hours. The crew's gonna cost this amount because this is a plane I believe requires 2 pilots. Okay, it requires 2 pilots to fly. Now, 300 hours, you're probably saying that you're flying at least 1/3 out of the year. Like I don't want to say 150 days, but shit, even 100 days. I'm trying to like calculate on the top of my head. Usually for pilots will charge between 100, 1,000. Well, actually, sometimes 700 to 1,500 for the whole day of flying, and that usually is under 8 hours, but over. Well, it's a flat rate, so it doesn't matter what the over is. So every time you use this plane, you're gonna probably be paying 1,500 to 2,000, right? Even though you own it already, so you bought it. Let's say you bought it for $2.5 million. Every time you fly on it, you got to pay 2,000 for the 2 pilots, right? Hangars, which means you got to park it somewhere, right? 51,000, right? I won't even count that in there. There's gonna be some. It's called hull insurance and liability insurance and some other shit. So these insurance right here is obviously if like you have passengers, which it could carry passengers. I don't know what miscellaneous is, but that alone comes to $569, right? That's just fixed cost a year. Then it's variable by the hours cost. You're gonna have to do fuel consumption. Every hour it's in the air, it's gonna take $350 to fuel to cover that fuel, right? So 350 times, like we're not gonna use 300. I'm just trying to give you all an estimate. Fuel that costs at $5 a pump, blah blah. Okay, so this is for 5 times whatever, right? The maintenance is 519, which I think is kind of cheap, especially if these like planes are older. Engine reserves, 867, miscellaneous, whatever. Let's come to this, and total purchase price. This okay. Actually, I have a better site that shows the cost. Let me put that on the screen actually. So sorry for that. I might have confused y'all. I don't want to confuse y'all at all. Okay, so this is a Falcon 50 operating cost. Okay. Direct operating, so let's go off 200 miles, 200 hours a year. Fuel cost, so just for the fuel, okay? Just for the fuel, for 200 a year, you're gonna pay this. Maintenance, 171,000. Yeah, these are realistic. Engine overhaul, because you gotta keep that shit up, 189. Crew, landing and handling, it has 70,000. I was saying almost double it. So I guess they're saying that it probably only needs one on pilot, right? Which is gonna be way more than 70,000 because when you do these private jets, you're probably gonna want a air hostess, right? So someone to serve you drinks and also like serve out whatever the food it is. So you want that person and you want a pilot, obviously, because he has to fly the plane, right? So that's already 2 people you got to pay. And if you're using it for around 200 hours a year, it's pretty penny. I don't know if 70,000 would cover it, but whatever. Miscellaneous variable, cool. So this is total direct operating costs. Okay. Oh, no, here's the crew. All right, bad. Anyway, let me just go all the way down. Okay? Just want to make sure I can see. For 200 hours a year in cost, it's going to cost you $1.2 or $1.3 million. 400 hours a year, $2 million. That's only the upkeep. That's only to pay the people who are going to be needed to take the plane off, store the plane, all these other things that are just like cost. Um, essentially in 2 years, you spend more in cost than the plane costs. You know what I mean? So if you bought the plane for $2 million and every year you got to spend 1.2 or 1.3, after 2 years, you've spent more in costs than you did to spend in owning the shit, which that would be the interesting part, right? So if you're asking me if I think he bought it, I do think he bought it, but I do think it's going to be grossly just overpriced if he's planning to use it for the majority of things he's got to do. It's just too much money. So now you own the shit now, and you got to spend $1.3 million every time. Too much. Damn, I'm getting tired now, man. I should have streamed in the morning. Fuck. Okay. What else? Chiron says technically it's cheaper to add 400 hours per year than 200. So the more you use it, the cost of operation goes down. Yes. Yeah. The more you use it, the cost of operation goes down. Chiron, you're completely right. Here's where also you get into like a little snagu. What's not understood by people who don't do private jets is that no one is DMing Yung Bleu to be like, let me use your private jet. That's not how you rent private jets. What you would do is you would put this plane with a broker. That broker usually has a fleet of planes that they could guarantee. And at times when your plane is open and somebody's going from a location to a location, they can get a pilot. They'll book your plane and then you'll get the money, right, minus commission or whatever, of what that flight would cost. Given the fact that he only has one plane, I don't know if that's a big indicator that people who rent planes are gonna be like, oh, we want Yung Bleu's plane. It could be anywhere. Like his plane could be in fucking Alaska while they need a plane in Mississippi. You think they're gonna be like, oh no, we're waiting for Bleu to bring his plane? No. So again, I don't think it's that negligible. Or no, I think the difference is negligible in thinking about it. Oh, he's gonna rent it to rappers for a bag. Somebody said, am I accounting on the low? I got a math degree, my brother. I got to use it for something. Pocket watching is a thing. So essentially, I think he owns it. I don't think he paid for it cash. I think he's making payments on the plane. However, I don't think he's going to own it for an extended period of time. I can't see or foresee his traveling needs be so extravagant that he's down to pay $1 million in travel every year. You know what I mean? All right. What? Before I got on here, I was like, not tired at all. Now I'm fucking tired. What else did I get to? This match I didn't get to. Fuck. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock. Ruler 2 sale update. No, I didn't get a master's. I got a I just got a bachelor's. I got a bachelor's. Y'all can Google it. Biomathematics, Rutgers University. If y'all want to see the courses, I ain't hiding shit from nobody. Biomathematics, Rutgers University. This is it right here. If you want to know every course I studied, I'm gonna try to show this coursework. Biomathematics, is it this? No. Course recommendations. Be honest, no. Major recommended. No. Hold on, I want to show it. That's first semester planning. Okay. Yeah. So all these classes I had to take. Calc 1, Calc 2, Calc 3, linear algebra, general bio 1 and 2, some programming shit. These, I think you didn't have to take them. You just have to get 29, and I think if you take the big ones, so 12 and 3, 15, 15 and 8 would be 23, 23 and 4. Or actually, did I take all these shit? Nah, they must have updated shit. I ain't take this bitch. Mid-level courses, elementary differential equations. I took this. Fuck. These classes were just fucking hell. And in the upper classes, linear algebra, super hard. All these are 400 level math classes. Fucking. I failed one of these classes once. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I took this class. Probability of, yeah. Anyway. If you ever want to know what the fuck, how to get the degree I got. Anyway, chat, I'm about to get the fuck out of here, honestly. Just off the fact that, shit, I want to give y'all a full stream, but I can't give y'all a full stream. I'll give y'all some exclusive details. And hopefully, if I give you exclusive details, y'all will forgive me for getting off stream right now. Say yes. Everybody spam yes. Be like, yo, we'll forget if you give them some exclusive shit right now. I'll forgive you. Say yes. Everybody say yes. Everybody say yes. Everybody say yes. I'll come back and stream like probably later tomorrow, like tomorrow night or tomorrow evening actually. But I'll give you some exclusive shit. All right. Oh yeah, I know I ain't touched the Rage shit. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I see enough yeses. The reason why I'm